it back.
It's the deepest since I've been here. This is the most players we've ever had at Nebraska since I've been here too, so that also helps, but this is definitely the deepest team since I've been here at Nebraska. I'm Jaylen Reyes. I'm the assistant coach / recruiting coordinator for Nebraska Volleyball. I'm in season number 8, first under Dani Busboom Kelly, and happy to be here. My dad coached at the University of Hawaii since I was little. He was the men's coach there from 1992, the year I was born, to 2009. I didn't actually really play volleyball until I was 13 years old. Club team asked me to play, and they needed a couple more bodies to go to nationals with, and I ended up on the team playing, and that's when I kind of decided I'm gonna do everything I can to play college volleyball. High school volleyball on the boys' side is a big deal in Hawaii. We played in front of sold-out gyms in high school, especially in the state championship games, and I actually went to CSUN, or Cal State Northridge, my first year, and redshirted there in California. I transferred to BYU. Really didn't play libero until my first college match, actually. So I grew up setting, and then I hit a little bit, and I played opposite. I kind of did whatever. I kind of did everything besides play middle. And then from 2012 to 2015, I was lucky enough to be the BYU starting libero for 4 seasons, which was pretty awesome. And was able to play in a few Final Fours and some #1 ranked teams, and really enjoyed my journey as a player. I mean, I'm definitely 7 or 8 years older, and there's days I feel that way. The mic'd up thing, for the record, that's just how I normally am. You see me talking all the time, but people have no idea what I'm saying or what I'm doing. And high ball, low and over, low and over, low and over. Oh, I got a good, like that ball. You got it both. Good touch. Half the time it's just trying to break the ice for the girls, and make sure they're having fun. At the end of the day, if they're not having fun, they're not going to perform very well.
Hey, we should just all argue. That was a double rep.
And I think also it's fun for me, and it's fun for the rest of our staff. We spend a lot of time around each other, and I think staffs that take everything so serious 24/7, that's where burnout comes in. And that's where, for me, I look at, hey, would I be hired tomorrow? One thing that I bring is a little bit of some volleyball stuff for sure, like a personality piece to recruiting and to the staff, to where you're not just talking to like a piece of drywall.
Great song, by the way. Great song.
Great song, because I got friends in low places.
Hey, I see you got your golf shirt on over here. I like it.
It's like you're talking to a human being that obviously cares and is very passionate about volleyball, but also, yeah, I love the sport of golf, and I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying to get good at it. And my guy Nate Poland's always sitting behind me on a computer. And
sir, hey, how did Scotty Scheffler finish today? Sports game. If only I could hit the golf ball like that guy. Where's Ricky Fowler?
Hey, sometimes with our 6 p.m. starts, that's like around 7 o'clock East Coast time, and sometimes there's a college football game that's going on that I have to go down to warm-ups at 5, and I don't get to see the end of it. I had my other job that I needed to do. So I think just getting people to see that we're humans too, and we're just like everybody else. We just are trying to help a really good volleyball team become a better volleyball team.
Now, Nebraska's expectations have never felt heavier or its talent deeper. Can Bergen-Riley's improved setting help Harper Murray jump from a solid 257 a year ago, perhaps another 100 points to the mid-350s?
So now you celebrated a big draw, and now we're going to celebrate a big kill.
Can Nebraska's 2 middles, both captains, get 5 kills and 3 blocks between them each set? And can newcomers at opposite, outside hitter, and libero meet the moment and the championship or bust expectations carried by their delirious, devoted fans? The coaches know each other very well. Dan Fisher, 4 consecutive Final Fours. He is the reigning National Coach of the Year. And then there's Dani Busboom Kelly. She debuts at her alma mater tonight. The scene could not be more spectacular. 15,500 in PBA for the debut match of the 10-team, 8-match, 2-city AVCA first serve. What follows summer in Nebraska? Volleyball season, and it starts tonight.
College volleyball is back, number 3 versus number 1 to get it started. And here we go from Lincoln at the AVCA first serve.
Serve from Libero to the back middle. Shoot set, Andy Jackson, kaboom! Wow, 3-1 Big Red.
2 new outsides as well. Very new look for Pitt. And Alec, just like Jackson from the middle out to the pin. Back set for Jackson. It's lethal going out to the slide.
I mean, come on.
And now they reload. Adriano, physical on that right side. Olivia Babcock blisters the serve in. Service ace for Babcock. Anna, what's going on?
In that last time out, Dani Busboom Kelly telling her team, hey, keep going high hands. Find those high hands, looking directly at Bergen Riley, saying spread that offense. Remember, you got a great big option right now. Keep that in mind.
Attacking from the back row, especially out of the middle of the court, for volleyball people, we call it a BIC. It's such a very, honestly, a statistically really, really good play. Just typically, you don't have a lot of blockers up there. It's something that teams don't prep for. The back row is not a bailout, we're in trouble play. It's a first option. We can be really, really good at this play and trying to flip that mindset with our squad.
The swing, Joe Boy scoops it up. Sigler out of the back row. First career kill for Sigler.
As we get going here this fall, you're going to start to see her more in the front row. She's going to be asked to hit out of the back row and asked to go to the front row sometimes and block and hit. And on our ends, our goal is to form her and shape her into, what Harper is for us right now. A conversation that Dani and I have definitely had with Taylor is we need her to be a point scorer. We want her to be super aggressive. We want her to just, when the ball finds her, she ends the rally.
And there it is, the deep ball. Nebraska's ready for it. Landfair and Jackson team up. Outside to the country with a big one. Now through the middle, Joe Boy gets Babcock on the dig. And Landfair holds it. And Mosier for Babcock. Landfair again. And essentially a free chance for Nebraska. On set point. It's Harper Murray. Set one at 2025 to Nebraska.
When you get to that point in the game, you kind of just have to swing at the ball. Because Dani really tries to get us not to tip on game point because there are a lot of chances that you can take. So I think at that point in the game, I was just going to take a swing no matter if I scored or I got blocked or made an error because you might as well swing and see what happens.
It was electric in here. Let's see if this crowd can sustain this throughout this match. That's a lot of energy by the players and the fans, Lauren, in the first set of the season. There's Rebecca out. Boom! Rebecca brings the cannon.
Jackson, lights that one up. Measure for Jones. And the big block for Nebraska shows up with Murray and Jackson. There's a new setter in Iti Tatua'a. Is in setting for Pitt for Brooke Mosier. And that's down for Murray. No chance for Tatua'a to run the offense.
Yeah, Pitt needs some kind of offensive adjustment. They have to get something going just a little bit better.
And Murray comes flying out of the back row. My campus.
When you're coming in for a back row attack, your adrenaline's just going. So Bergen set up a ball and I just put everything I had into it. Me and Lainey joked about it because she was like, I was just there covering and I just saw you like fly through my peripherals and just jump and hit the ball.
Riley, body on the line, keeps it up. Sharp into the cross court for Landfair. More hands on it for Nebraska. Good. Choboy hustles up. Adriano draws the touch. Via Greglaw is in at the outside for Pitt. She's blocked. And set point coming for Nebraska.
Middle attack. Check comes swinging through there and delivers on set point. Bear hugs Campbell Flynn after that set. 25-11, Nebraska set 2 after winning the first, coming back 25.
The largest lead of this match for Pitt at 7 points. 1 point away from a set point.
This is why volleyball's fun, because the momentum can completely shift from set to set. Everything about this match said it was going to go Nebraska's way after set 2. But now Pitt, looking good. That offense is finally clicking.
Set 3, Pittsburgh, 25-20.
Well, I mean, Olivia Babcock, she's so hard to scout because, one, she's just so physical. Even if you scout her correctly, you still have to have the block in the right spot. You have to have the skilled enough defenders to, when the ball does get past the block, are you going to dig it, right? I mean, sometimes you know where the ball's going, but it's like, can you handle the heat? I guess emotional stability to understand she's going to kill balls, and let's not freak out about it because she's so good. You know, it's like she's going to get hers, and can we just make her a little less efficient than she normally is? As a coach, we talk about our attackers. We want to give them a toolbox that they can hit. So we want to be able to hit line, hit angle. We want to chip off the block, cut the ball, tip, power tip. The most important tool is the hammer. Olivia Babcock's hammer happens to just be a little harder and a little higher than everybody's, you know, and the fact that she goes to that a lot makes her really, really hard. She gets blocked, guess what? The next ball, she's going to hit it really hard too. It's like a war of attrition with her. So you're having to dig everything she's got 50 to 70 times, which is a load to deal with over and over and over again for, 2 to 3 hours.
We're going to set number 4.
The last set plus. On to Bergen Riley with a kill.
Smart play from Bergen Riley. She's not an overly offensive setter, but this is what makes those setter dumps so effective.
She's blocked. Adriano got in front of Olivia Babcock. Big red back two.
Blocked by Adriano, another highlight in her defensive night.
Sometimes you just want to see a freshman ball out, swing hard.
Landfair does that for Nebraska, make it 3 again. And Choboy with hands on it. And over the top, Harper Murray.
I heard this analogy the other day. I was sitting watching the Florida Pitt game, and there's so many great volleyball players in this country, but to use a football terminology, there's only a few that you want to give the ball to on 3rd and 3. When it's like 24 all and you have to set them and they have to kill the ball, there's only a few that are absolutely, every coach believes that they're going to get it done. As a coach that's coaching a lot of the attackers, I also want, hey, I want to be the player at 3rd and 3, and I'm going to get 4, 5, 6 yards every time it's 3rd and 3. And I'm not shying away from it. I need to get 3, and I'm going to get it.
Harper Murray to serve. An ace? No. Good pass. The set to the middle back. Olivia Babcock. Triple block. Big sweep, big red. Andy Jackson had a lot of help. So here we go. 2 of the sport's most storied programs ready to face off for the 4th straight year and 21st time ever. Well, Nebraska swept Stanford last year at the Dani and won in 4 2 years ago in Palo Alto. The Huskers try to make it 3 in a row over the Cardinal and keep their new coach undefeated. It's next as the AVCA first serve is right here.
It's Nebraska. It's go time.
It's the deepest since I've been here in terms of having 2 great setters and a plethora of liberos I can pass to 4 really, really good outside hitters that all bring something different at the same time.
Parker on the left side is stuffed.
It's a deep opposite group. We've never had this many opposites in general. We have 4 middles that we got a lot of experience in, Becca and Andy. You know, but Manaya and Kenna also bring a ton of pedigree, even though they're so young. This is the most players we've ever had at Nebraska since I've been here too, so that also helps, but this is definitely the deepest team since I've been here at Nebraska.
Keep feeding Ali check. Her team in high school state champion. Oh my goodness. Harper Murray goes tip, and set 2 now goes to Nebraska.
When Stanford went to the 3rd set, they obviously maybe weren't playing as well as they would like to in the first 2 sets. So I think they probably thought about, like, hey, let's switch something up here. Taylor used the more experienced setter on the team. It seems like Coach Hambley went to a 5-1 just with her setting. They're going to set a little bit more, maybe back row, which they did. Jordan Harvey a couple of balls out of the back row, which we were in really good spots on. And they ran a little more slide or the middle blocker 1-foot attack behind the setter, which they were a little successful at. We stopped them a little bit, but they also killed a couple balls. So I don't know if we changed much, because a lot of it is, in terms of coaches, a lot of it is just hopefully our training can withstand when people make roster changes or system changes like Stanford did.
Riley back to Ali check. Off hands. And Nebraska starts 2-0.
There's a lot to like about the way Nebraska played this afternoon. There are no holes in this roster. Defense was fantastic at the net in the backcourt. You have a slew of options and offensive weapons anywhere on this court. So impressed with this team.
I mean, how do you get better if you're in Nebraska? There's a long season ahead, and this is match number 2.
Wow. Really, really good volleyball game from start to finish. Like, man, just impressive. We smothered them from the defensive side, offensively. Everything was flowing. Just, it was like one of the most fun games I've ever coached, because it was just like, whoa, like play after play was so impressive. So proud of you guys. What a weekend. It's like after Friday, it's like, okay, we worked through some things, got some nerves out, and then like today was like, that is the team. That's us. That's what we got to bottle up and continue. What's up?
Are you getting teary-eyed?
No, not today.
She started crying. That was lit.
That was just.
It was fun.
It was so fun. The bench was lit. We were lit. We were team lit. Team lit.
This is, I can only speak for myself here, but you guys played awesome, but I really don't think we did anything out of body today. You know what I mean? You guys just played like just what we've been training, what you guys have been working on. Like we didn't, oh my gosh, like we just dug every ball with one hand, you know, or we just closed our eyes and swung. Like we just did a lot of good, solid volleyball things that we've all been working on. And even like shout out to Mace. Mace comes in, thumps 3 serves, digs a tip.
And then they have 13 back there as their best server. She's hybrid. You're like, thank you very much.
And then stays on her feet, passes it dead perfect, and Becca just hammers an I believe it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you guys should be proud of yourselves, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, Nebraska did something that, where did this come from? Like, this is coming. And I still think we can get better.
For sure. We'll watch some plays and we'll be like, oh, we can do that better, this better, but man, you guys are awesome!
Come on in, guys. Hi, buds. Hi, Nashi. Oh. This place was definitely giving off like the unfinished bachelor pad vibes before Kelsey moved in here for sure. Back in January of 24. Yeah, that was a good day. Really cool day. Yeah, I mean, I remember a lot of it, if I'm being honest. I mean, obviously just like taking in the crowd was probably one of the coolest things. I guess technically that's when Kelsey and I became official boyfriend and girlfriend too. So I guess that helps. And I say, when I say I guess, because I guess I technically just introduced her as my girlfriend. So ipso facto, she didn't say no, which was good, I guess. Well, Nash is Kelsey's dog. Nash, what year did you get him, babe?
It was my 21st birthday present.
Ah, yeah, so she's had him ever since. I got Nash, he moved here, I guess I did the math, he was 7. So he's always been super chill and he doesn't bark. People walk by, he doesn't lose his mind. The only thing he loses his mind to he doesn't like fireworks or thunder. He doesn't like those things. Other than that, he's really, really awesome. He loves his hedgehog, Hedgie.
Jaylen never had a dog.
Yeah, I never really had a dog before, so this was like the first time with pets. The only thing he does is shed, but it's really not even that bad. Well, she does a lot of the vacuuming or all the vacuuming, so yeah, a lot as in all. How long have I lived in the mainland? Since the fall of 2010. So what is that now? 15 years? Home is definitely Hawaii. Will always be Hawaii, no matter what. So I'm definitely an island boy at heart, and will always be.
When I say Jaylen Reyes, what's the first thing you think of?
Oh.
My relationship with Harper, yeah,
Well, Jaylen is the one who mainly recruited me to Nebraska, so out of all the coaches, I've known Jaylen the longest.
My first nationals recruiting when I first got to Nebraska, it was in Detroit, Michigan. I was there to watch a couple of players. It was actually a young Allie Batenhorst at the time. And I just happened to walk past the court, no idea how old these kids were. And I see a young Harper Murray. And I remember her and I made eye contact a couple times because I think she probably didn't know who I was, but I think she probably saw the red N on my shirt. And her club coach at the time, her name was Jen Cottrell. Jen came up to me and I remember asking like, hey, that girl, number 27, is really impressive. Like, how old is she? Where are you guys from? She started laughing. She's like, well, that's Harper. Her name's Harper Murray, and she's 13. And I kind of she laughed too, because she's like, oh my gosh, like, a school like Nebraska's here, like, watching Harper on a whim, And after that, I kind of followed her. We invited her to camp, and a lot of people heard the stories where, John compared her to Jordan Larson. And
just from the moment you meet him, you can tell he's a genuine guy. Like, he can talk to you for hours. You can be on the phone with him. I remember having recruiting calls with him and we wouldn't even end up talking about volleyball by the end of it. He's just someone who's genuine and who wants to get to know you. And he is one of the funniest people you will ever meet.
Just the way she swung her arm, the way she moved around the court, the way she could jump, but also just how much fun she looked like she was having. A lot of it I see in her to this day. She still reminds me of that same little girl that played volleyball. She's just obviously a little more famous and a lot better now. I remember Harper, the first time she met a certain famous Husker volleyball player at the time, she turned around and she was surprised to see Lexi's son, and Harper started crying. Harper's probably gonna kill me for telling everybody that, but she started crying out of nowhere and kind of just went from there. And I always had this hope, obviously, that she wanted to come to Nebraska, but you could just feel there was a little other college coaches would say she's gonna come to Nebraska. She obviously loves you guys, and
he always wants what's best for you, and he gives a lot of feedback, and I know that it's coming from a good place because he wants me to be the best player I can be. And it's really fun to see him because that his energy and his love for the game is genuine.
For me, that's like the coolest thing about this whole thing is getting to see someone like Harper, knowing her a lot better now, 7, 8 years later, and see her grow up, not just as a volleyball player, but as a human being, and all the ups and downs, that how she's so much better because of all of that. I think at the end of the day, that's the goal, whether I know them for 1 year or 10 years, hopefully they come here as a great human being and they leave here as a better human being with a ton of experience and kind of the world at their fingertips. And that's, at the end of the day, why we're here.
Maybe one reason we have become the volleyball state here in Nebraska is this rivalry right here, which produced yet another 5-set thriller just a year ago at the Dani. If we ever needed more evidence that the heartbeat for this sport is now firmly located here in Nebraska, here it is, 17,352. 17,352 fans will be here tonight to enjoy the latest chapter of Creighton and your Cornhuskers, the largest regular season indoor attendance ever for volleyball. Another milestone moment for the sport happens tonight. It's a celebration. It's a rivalry. And it's not just Creighton and the Cornhuskers, number 18 and number 1. It's 17,352 and you.
Strong inside the CHI Health Center in Omaha, Creighton and Nebraska. Murray back row, that is almost impossible to stop, Emily. Well, there's one of them, Harper Murray with a lunging dig in that back corner, and ends in a Nebraska point. Taylor Landfair terminates. Riley goes over on 2, and a perfectly placed ball right in the center. The slide, Rebecca Alec with a thunderous Johnson is denied. Andy Jackson and Harper Murray. An ace from Andy Jackson takes set 1 for the number 1 team in the nation. Set 2 gets us underway. Riley goes far side. Harper Murray drills it. Nader goes to the middle. It is rejected. Landfair again, this time she terminates. Murray kept up for a moment, but it falls down. It's a point for Nebraska, and they are right back in it here in set 6. Johnson into the block. Harper Murray with the rejection, and Nebraska's back within 1. The response, plants it on the far line, and they follow it up with an ace. Set point coming for Creighton. Dumps it right over, but she was into the net. Point Creighton, and the Jays have tied it at 1 apiece. By Nader for a moment, but it's a point for Nebraska. Bergen Riley to Andy Jackson off the slide. That was touched by the Creighton defense. Riley goes back to Adriano. She spins it off the block for a point. Overpass. Murray drills it. Set 3 is all Nebraska. Adriano with the ace. First time tonight, somebody's led by double digits. Bergen Riley on the second touch with the kill. Brandawai is denied. It's Landfair up front. Riley back set. Adriano, how fitting. She was dominant in set 3. Off we go in set 4. Too strong. Point Creighton, and we are tied for the 13th time this set. Creighton scored 3 in a row, and they've taken the lead. Creighton has set point. And we are going 5 in Omaha.
You're going to have to kill the ball off the block. You can't avoid it. They're doing a nice job of like shutting down the Eagles. We gotta make sure we take it to our block. We all need all air. We're literally trying to avoid it. Come on.
Here we go, set 5 between Nebraska and Creighton, and it starts with an ace for Nora Wirtz. Murray sets, Adriano cross court, she zips it through. You said it, an offensive weapon from the back row, and right on cue, Harper Murray. Bergen Riley goes to Andy Jackson, and she snaps it through the defense.
Hey, we have to take it to them in trans. We're going to get so many opportunities. You guys have to kill the ball off the block. I know a couple of kill tips are down here straight. We're step posing. We got to take it to the block. And we might get blocked once in a while, but let's take it to the block. No more avoiding their block. Okay?
Point Nebraska. It's Rebecca Alec. And the Huskers have gone up by 4.
That's a risky set from Bergen Riley, but it paid off. 10 feet off the net, still gets her middle.
Oh, denied up front. Brandewey is there with the rejection for Creighton. And now Simpson into the net. Overpass on a great serve from Sigler. Harper Murray drills it down for the kill.
Nebraska feeling themselves right now, just 3 points away from closing this up.
Martin off the net. Nebraska in system. They go up tempo, and it works out to perfection. Rebecca Alec.
Sometimes in these moments, you have to do whatever you can to just get the ball over.
Martin on the far pin. Too strong. Nebraska's got match point. Riley back set. Out of the middle. It's Alec, and number 1 survives in 5 sets.
Proud of you guys. That wasn't an easy environment or a very tough situation to be in. And then some big moments like Macy missed that first serve way long, and then you come in game 5 and make a couple serves, get a couple digs. You were like negative after game 2, and then you ended up having career night here. So. And your serving took over the game. But it's another, great team win where we had different people, whether they were on the court the whole time or not on the court, step up and make great plays. And it's like Campbell, I'm like going and serve, you're like, wait, what? Like, no, dude, serve great.
Yes!
9-0, is that right? 9-0?
State champs.
Yeah.